What's up, all you lovely learners out there in learning land? Tyler from 10thumbspro.com coming at you with a new ukulele tutorial like we do every single Wednesday and Saturday. If you like this kind of content, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a lesson. Today we're about to paint it black. As always, we're going to have all the tabs on the screen, making the learning easy. But if you want to print out these tabs, you can get them for this lesson and all our lessons by becoming a Patreon. Links in the notes, links below. Skype lessons one-on-one, they will accelerate and improve your playing. Go ahead and email me, 10thumbsproductions@gmail.com. All right, so let's rock this one out. Go ahead and grab your ukulele, brain and attention span. Once you have those three things, follow me on in and let's break this lesson down together. Come on in, let's do it. The song kicks off with an epic intro riff, so let's just start there. Let me play it for you one time and then we'll break it down. Woo! That's cool. All right. So let's start with our ring finger on the 4th fret of the C string. And the whole time I'm using my thumb to pluck the C string and my index is in charge of the E string. I'm going to play the 4th fret of the C string on the first beat, 1. From here I'm going into 8th notes and I'm going to pluck with my index finger, the open E string on the second beat, 2. And immediately after, my thumb will pluck the C string again on the off beat, and. So to kick it off, you get 1, 2, and. Index finger will now grab the 2nd fret of the E string, and I will play the same motion, 3, and. Still in 8th notes. Middle finger, 3rd fret, E string, 4, and. So that first measure, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Very, very cool. Okay? 2nd fret, or 2nd measure, all 8th notes except for the 4th beat. So it's kind of the mirror image of the first measure. Pinky on the 5th fret, and you'll play 1st beat, thumb on the 2nd beat, 1, and. Remove the pinky, and you still have your middle finger down. We haven't lifted it yet on the 3rd fret. 2, and. Then we'll remove it. 3, and. And then we're going to play the open E string on the 4th beat. 4. So the 2nd measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We put those two together, we get 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Very, very cool. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it a little bit slower though. This would be the pace I would learn it at. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's do it fast, like the record now. Speedy Gonzalez. Okay, 3rd measure, 4 and then open. So we're going to play C string and E string. And then this time we're actually going to get our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the C string and we're going to play 3 and open, which is very, very interesting because this note here, the D sharp or the E flat, is non-diatonic. This song is in the key of E minor, but we're playing the major 7th, which gives it a very, very Spanish feel, very Arabian feel, very Greek feel. I'm not quite sure which mode this would make this. It would make it modal playing, but it's very, very unique. And in fact, to my knowledge, for a minor song to have the major 7th, I'm not sure we've ever done in 1,000 videos we've done at 10 Thumbs, literally like 990 videos. This might be the first one to have this modal note, and I think it's really, really beautiful, and that's what makes this riff so special. So we get 1 and 2 and 3rd fret, and we'll get our ring finger back on the 4th fret. We're going to play it on the 3rd beat. We're going to go 3, and then we're going to wait a whole measure, and then we're going to slide to the 6th fret. Now you don't want to just click and slide. You want to go 3, 4, 3, 4. And the beat happens, the riff happens fast enough where it's going to be a little more sustained than that. It's going to be like 3, 4. So that 3rd measure, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Here comes the tricky one. Also, again, we're hitting that 7th interval in this riff too, which is really interesting. Index finger, 1st fret of the C string, and you're going to hammer 1 to 3 to 4. And that would be a triplet. Just take your time with it. After you do that a couple times, middle finger, 2nd fret of the E string, and that'll happen for a full beat. Triple a 2, and then get all those fingers down in position, because you're going to pull your pinky to the 3rd fret, 4 to 3, and then you're going to pull the pinky to the 1st fret, 4, 3, 1, and then back to that 3rd fret again, our interesting note, which resolves the riff, which makes it even more interesting. So just those the second half, measures 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 pull a 2, 3 pull a 4. Let's put it all together, those 4 measures, nice and slow. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 pull a 2, 3 pull a 4. Okay, a little quicker. I'm not going to count this time, but I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, the intro, very, very cool. And then we have 2 bars of a drum loop, and then we move into our strum. We have 2 measures of this. You could also do, which is a little harder to keep time. Let's talk about the 2 options. The chords we're going to need throughout this song: E minor, B major, which is where we're getting that D sharp note from. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And we also have, through later on in the song, D major, and a G minor, and an A major. So the hardest chord is going to be the B major, nothing too fancy. 2 measures, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what we're doing is we're voicing on all the ands. You can rest and just do a down, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Or you can do what I'm doing. I think it's a little easier to keep time. Mute up, mute up, mute up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And so this intro will be drums for 2 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then we're into the rest of the song. Then we're into the verse. All right, so let's take a look at the verse. The verse is based around that rhythm as well as the riff. So in the song, we actually have 3 guitars. 1 guitar would just be strumming the E minor and letting it ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then strumming the B. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're playing with a friend that has a ukulele, one of you could do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other person would play the syncopation. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, and this is going to happen 2 times. So it'll be E for 2 measures, B for 2 measures, E for 2 measures, B for 2 measures. But we also have a riff playing on over that. So let's take a look at the riff. This time the riff is a little different. It's going to sound like this. This would be guitar number 3. All right, so let's go ahead and break that down. Now, I say guitar. I know obviously you'll be playing with an ukulele. These are just the 3 guitars that I'm listening to in the recording, okay? All right, so you start off 4th fret, and that first measure of this is going to sound exactly like the first measure of our intro. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So doing the same exact thing. Now, the second measure gets a little different. It starts off the same. 5th fret on the pinky, E string, remove 3rd fret on the E string, 4th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, open. The only difference here is instead of letting that be a quarter note, we're also going to play the 4th fret on the offbeat there. So that second measure you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. Now the third measure is where it starts to look quite a bit different. What we're going to do here is we're going to play the open E string on the first beat, 4th fret, 3rd fret, and 2. I'm using my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the C string, open E, 4th fret, open E, 6th fret, open E. So that third measure really slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, a little quicker. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then the 4th measure, back to 4th fret on the first beat, 4 and, open E on the offbeat, 3 on the second beat, and there's a quarter note, so you get 1 and 2. Then on the third beat, you just hammer 1 to 3 quickly and give it some vibrato. Oops. So that last measure, 1 and 2, whoops, 1 and 2, 3. So all right, so let's go ahead and play through these 4 measures now for the verse lick, nice and slow. It'll sound like this. And I'm actually going to play through this. Well, let's play through it one time, nice and slow. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3. All right? Let's play it a little quicker. I'm still going to count it out closer to game speed, but we're going to play it 2 times because it happens 2 times in the verse in the song. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. All right, and that would be the verse, just those 2 times through, okay? And then that would be one ukulele, the other, and then the other. All right, and then we. All right, and then we get to the bridge. This part's really cool. This is the part that's like, I see the girls walk by and they're dressed in the summer clothes. I have to turn my eyes up the door. So we're going to start off E minor, and we're going to strum down on the first and the second beats. 1, 2. Then we go to a D. We do down, up, down, up. And that D is 3 and 4 and. So we get 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. Next time through, same thing, but it becomes a G to a D. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. And then we do that same strum pattern, but over an E minor for 2 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and, oops, where we get 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. We put that over the bridge, and we get 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so then we get, okay, and I'm just going to sing a little bit for some context. I'm not the singer in the band. This is just to help with the changes, all right? So here we get. I see the girls walk by and they're dressed in the summer clothes. Next time through, the first half is the same. E, D, G, D. But the second half, instead of 2 measures of E, you'll do 1 on the A major, down, 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 up, down, up. And then 1 on B, down, 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 up, down, up. So we get, for the second half, I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. Let's put that whole bridge together. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see the girls walk by and they're dressed in the summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. All right, and then you're gonna go back to the top of the verse. The order, that was just verse 1. The verse is gonna happen 5 times. After playing through the verse 5 times, you're going to return to the intro riff that we did the first time, and that's the humming part. And while he's humming, he's going to play that same part, okay? So we played it 8 points. We played it 8 times to this point, 4 times humming, 4 times singing, and then we have one last guitar riff that sounds like this. Okay, so we're going to start off 4 measures, and we're going to go all 8th notes except for the last one. 2nd fret of the A string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret, open, open. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The next measure, the rhythm mixes up a little bit because we're going to have quarter notes on the 2nd and 4th beat. Ring finger, 3rd fret of the E string. We're going to go 3, open A, 3, 1 and 2, drop down 2nd fret, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 3rd measure, all 8th notes. We'll play open E 2 times, 1 and, drop down, ring finger, 3rd fret of the C string, 3, 1, 3. I'm using my thumb on all these at this point because then I can just also drop down and play my thumb on the open E. Then back again, 3rd fret, 1st fret. So the 3rd measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the 4th measure, 1st and 3rd fret of the C string, all 8th notes. Open 2, open on the E. Then 3, 1 on our C string, and then our open E string. Oops. And I like to finish it there because after that, it just goes back into that intro riff. You could play it one more time if you wanted to, but I like how that finishes on that open E string and lets it ring. So let's play through this last riff together. 1 and 2. Well, really slow. I'm going to count it out loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, one more time. No counting, but I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you have it, folks. That is how you play Paint It Black. Thank you so much for watching. 10thumbspro.com. See you next Wednesday or Saturday for our next tutorial. Have a lovely day. Cool, everyone. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the lesson here at 10thumbspro.com. We appreciate you trusting your learning with us. Keep on rocking and rolling, and we'll see you next Wednesday or Saturday for our next lesson. Think about becoming a Patreon. It will accelerate your learning. Skype lessons one-on-one as well. Email information below. You'll also see links to our Instagram. Follow us over there, and you'll also see where you can get some 10 Thumbs t-shirts. Until next time, keep on rocking and rolling. Keep on loving life. It's all good, friends. Take care. Love, peace, and chicken grease.